Hong Kong's chief executive Carrie Lam has apologized to the island citizens again over a controversial extradition bill that sparked massive protests. However, despite saying she's sorry, she's still refusing to step down. Hong Kong residents say they'll keep hitting the streets until Lam is out the door. Lee Seung-jae reports.
Hong Kong's under-fire leader Carrie Lam on Tuesday announced the end to the controversial extradition bill, which she pushed and then postponed after it sparked one of the island's biggest protests since the former British colony returned to Chinese rule in 1997.
I have announced that we will suspend the legislative exercise, and immediately that afternoon, we put a stop to the legislative exercise by informing the Legislative Council that the bill will no longer proceed to second reading debate. I said, and I undertook, that if we do not have that level of confidence to address those anxieties and fears and differences in opinion, we will not proceed with the legislative exercise again.
Despite previously calling the protests a riot, Lam carefully reworded her remarks, this time saying the protests were peaceful. But despite her latest public apology, she refused to resign, saying she will instead continue to work for the people of Hong Kong.
As I have a 5-year term as chief executive, soon I am going to have my second anniversary of my office towards the end of this month. I still want to do a lot of work in the future.
Despite the public apology, student activist Joshua Wong, who on Monday was released from jail after serving a 2-month sentence for contempt related to his earlier protests, joined the mass protest immediately. He vowed to continue fighting, just like he did during the Umbrella Movement 5 years ago.
In the next 1 to 2 weeks, civil disobedience and also different kind of action might be the plan that happens soon. What we mean is, for this movement, compared to the Umbrella Movement 5 years ago, is more leaderless, and also it become more organic, at the same time more decentralized.
The position of chief executive is not elected by the citizens of Hong Kong, but instead chosen by a 1,200-member committee. The Umbrella Movement of 2014 called for democratic reforms to this process, but they were eventually rejected. Lee Seung-jae, Arirang News.